Man is a blockhead, readier to feel and digest than to think and consider. If I can have an excuse today, why wouldn't I have an excuse tomorrow? If I can have an excuse today, why wouldn't I have an excuse tomorrow? If I can tell to myself today that I was tired, I didn't sleep enough, or I slept too much, or I didn't eat enough, or I ate too much, or the weather is not proper, or the sun is shining too bright and I'm feeling too good, or my legs are too sore, or my motivation is low. If I can have an excuse today, what is stopping me to have an excuse tomorrow? And the ruinment inside of us always begins with a small thing. You're discovering pornography, for example. You're discovering that, hey man, you're 12 years old and you're just browsing on the internet. Fortunately, if you're already 12 years old, not 8 or 7 or something like that, or even worse. And so you're just scrolling to the internet and you're just realizing that, hey man, like there are some, naked people on the screen which are making me feel good, which are bringing out a certain kind of a sensation from myself. And so after that you're learning and you learn certain type of keywords, and after that you are figuring out what is your favorite type of pornography and so on and so forth. And so you are just finding yourself when you're 15 or 16 or somewhere middle in your teens, and you're like, man, like I'm a pornography addict. God, yes. Fuck yes. Man, I'm 30 and I'm a freaking party addict or alcoholic or drug addict or hell knows. Or I just simply cannot wake up. This is something that I'm struggling with nowadays. Despite of me being, the disciplined guy and so on and so forth, I just simply have days. And so this is the thing that I want to talk to you about, because as I begin this video with, we are way more prone to just simply feel. And to always feel about ourselves. And obviously to eat. That quote is from the 17th century, so you can understand the digest part. And so the point over here is that, man, like, if I can tell to myself today that, hey man, like, I just simply can't find an excuse today. So it's like, man, like today I don't feel like that. Today, whatever the point it might be, and you're just simply coming up with this huge resentment. And so this have happened with me. And I would try to break this whole thing down as rationally as I humanly can. So basically what happened is that yesterday I had a very very damn productive day, because I woke up earlier than I planned. Everything was good. I've been able to get many things in my business done. I just get some great feelings from working out and just generally to be able to control my day completely as I wanted to, and so on and so forth. And so after that I was like, man, like today by the end of the day, I was like, man, like I haven't been able to read, but at least I need to meditate, because so many things happen that I just simply need to cool myself down. And so what have happened is that obviously I didn't eat all day long. I'm eating one meal a day, and I was like, man, like I just simply cannot freaking when I went to the bed, I was like, man, like something is not. And I was like shaking and all these things. It's like something is not right, and like I just cannot sleep. Like something is not right. And so I just went into this animal mode. I switched off my mind. Like this is the time in the morning and the night when your mind is the freaking weakest. When you have to wake up and when you're going to bed, this is the time when your mind is the weakest. And I was like, man, like I don't care. Like I will eat because I'm freaking hungry. Like I cannot do anything. I was like, man, like okay, like let's just eat like just the yogurt. And I ate the yogurt and I ended up eating like 1,000 calories, and I went to bed with my belly full with food, and that's not that's not healthy for you. It's like you're not sleeping good. I didn't sleep well, and not only that I didn't sleep well, but I woke up with I overslept, and all this resentment just was built up inside of me. And I was like, man, like, today I don't want to work. Today I don't want to wake up. I don't want to do anything, and so on and so forth. And so I had this huge resentment against life. And so this is the rational thing over here. I'm the freaking I'm the freaking cause for that shit because I've been overeating, like pretty much conscious. Like no one put the food inside of me, like, and so on and so forth. And but what I wanted to emphasize over here is that I got a reason for today not to do the things. I got a reason today not to do the things, but I still want that shit. And what I'm realizing is that I can have an excuse today, and if I can find an excuse today, then I will find an excuse tomorrow, and so on and so forth. So why I brought up the pornography process, how you're getting a porn addict, and I'm talking from experience. This is exactly my journey from my teens. Is that, hey man, you're just like, okay, you're just like, man, you're finding one thing, and you're finding the other thing, and so after a while, what is happening is that you're like, man, like, just one thing, just one thing, just another thing, just another thing. And this is how you're ruining your life. This is how we are ruining our lives. And so this is the big thing, brother. It's like, this is why I'm doing that freaking running session every single day. This is why I'm doing that freaking running session every single day. I'm not shooting the video from the field today because that's a school sports field, and today I didn't really have the mood to, like the kids just started to go out because it was like a break, and I was like, man, like fuck this shit. Like I've been doing my after workout at home. Like I don't care about that shit. And it's like, not today, bro, not today. And so the actual thing is that now that I've went through that thing, I'm just realizing that, man, like that's good, but I don't need that huge freaking damn change of life changing shit. And this is what I'm feeling all the time when I'm just giving myself too much pleasures. And when I'm overindulging myself into this dopamine rush, when I'm just allowing myself too much to go out there to party, to be super excited about something, instead of being there disciplined. And it felt like so freaking horrible to run to this, like, I don't want to do this, man, I don't want to do this. And I clearly remember before I've been running every day, I had the same feeling, like, I don't want to run, I don't want to do this shit, I want to change up my life. And many times you don't need to change up your life, brother. The thing that you're looking for is not that you have to change up the life. You just simply have to stick with the disciplined shit. And so when you're getting out from the disciplined path, when you're just simply getting out from that path, and you're like, every single day, like, normally disciplined work, it's like, you can overwork yourself and all that shit, but by the end of the day, you're just disciplined every day. Like, you've done that thing. You've got that thing done. And so, if you can stick with that path, there's so much easier. And this is why I'm not stopping on Sundays either, because it's just so freaking much easier to me to be always on the same path. It's like, I'm not telling to yourself that, I'm not telling to you that I'm killing myself, like every day. Although I really have the tendency to try to, like with running, but I'm just simply getting to a place where it's like, man, like, I have to do that shit every single day. Because this is what is bringing me discipline. The thing that I do not want to do. And that is keeping me on track. Because I'm just simply thinking about it, like, what if I'd be just like I'm just playing with the idea, like, what would happen if I'd be just like, I don't care about that thing. I'll be like resentful today. I will not be working out. I will not be working on my business. I will not be reading. I will not be meditating. I'll be just like a resentful fuck. I'll be eating. I'll be going out there. I'll be doing whatever the freaking then I feel. And so I'm just simply getting to the conclusion that that's a wasted life. That's a wasted potential. Because if I'm just allowing that thing to myself one day, then I will allow that shit to myself the other days. Because I just simply got a break on I just simply got a little hole on the ship. And so now that I got that hole, the water can start pouring in, and that will freaking sink the ship. Do you know what I'm talking about? And so the small things. Today, The same thing with pornography. Today you're allowing yourself. This is how you're getting back to pornography. By the way, if you got out from pornography addiction, this is how you can get back. And this is the exact thing that I've done. Like exactly 2 years ago, this happened to me. Like I got completely clean for a very very long time, and I was like, man, only one Instagram picture, only one Instagram picture. You know, like some hot girls and so on and so forth. And I was like, that's good. After that, I was like, now that's, TikTok was a new shit. And I was like, man, like, let's check out some TikTok chicks. And boom, very good. And after that, I was like, man, like, let's do some nude. It's like if you're watching only asses, that's okay. And this just like went down. And so this always start with one little thing. And so if I'm quitting doing this shit, like that will happen. Sink. And so this is why I'm considering that doing the something that is hard to fucking hate is good and beneficial for you. So this is why after this video exactly I'll be taking a cold shower, which I do by the way every single day when I've done for a year. I hate that shit. I fucking hate that shit. I hate that. But after that I'm feeling great. So that's why I'm doing that. The same thing with running. Many days, and I would say most days, I fucking hate going out there. I fucking hate the first rounds. I hate that shit. But then I going through it, I'm like, mental clarity, focus, good feeling about myself, resentment gone, stress out. Like, that's the price. That's the price. If you're not hiding that thing into pornography, into jacking off, and so on and so forth, it's like, you have to get those energy levels from somewhere. So, brothers and sisters, discipline is the freaking key. That's it. You do not need anything else. Love.